Yeah.
Damn. Oh, is it built into the house?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice. So when your power goes off, your generator just automatically turns on?
Mm-hmm.
Is it seamless?
Yeah.
Oh, that's baller.
Like every Wednesday, it goes through a cycle where it just turns on for like 5 minutes, just as a
Thursday. I'm a
like
Thursday guy.
as a test thing, and then cuts off. But yeah,
Hey,
it was a crazy week. I mean, the
when your
kids didn't
when
have
yours turns
school and all
on,
that.
JR, does yours sputter a little bit? Does it go vroom vroom like for the first 5 minutes and then finally it gets enough natural gas and it runs like straight, or no? It just turns on and sounds like a lawnmower right
It
away.
sounds like a lawnmower, and then it just like yeah. So
Oh,
I guess it keeps enough propane in the line just to run that cycle because it's not really tapping into the tank, I don't think.
oh, yours isn't hooked up to a natural gas like
It's
from.
hooked up to a 1,000-gallon propane tank in the ground.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, and is that how your whole house runs?
No.
On propane?
No.
It's just for that generator.
Just for it's just for the pool and the generator and the fire pit, and that's it.
Oh, interesting.
Damn,
So
it's all-
some homes, right? Some homes like I think how often does the guy come out and fill out your propane tank?
Whenever we need it to be filled.
Is it once a year or twice a year? Or he's not on a regular. He doesn't come once a month and check it or anything.
So we were without power for 6 days, and our tank went from 85% or 850 gallons, I guess you could say, to 65. So we
Oh.
could make it like 2 or 3 more weeks, I guess,
Wow.
if we had to.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome. And do you do any cutting back or anything, or no? Still doing the wash and dishwasher and leaving lights on and using the fan in the bathroom, all that shit.
Nah, Becca was pretty thrifty with that kind of stuff.
She was okay.
Yeah. Like we didn't run the pool pump for a week, and I was just in the pool, like cleaning out leaves and like scrubbing it because like when the pool pump doesn't run, it just all the chemicals get out of balance. It's a saltwater pool, so it's a mess right now. We're trying to get that cleaned up.
You're in Spartanburg, South Carolina?
Yep. So only about an hour away from Asheville, where all the real damage happened in North Carolina,
Oh my god.
like all the flooding and stuff. Only about an hour away.
Holy shit.
Your
Did you
little
see
forest didn't get flooded or anything?
Yeah, dude, I have huge trees down all in the trail.
No
did you see
shit.
the planes fly overhead before that were guiding the hurricane to destroy the town?
No, I didn't see those.
The government. It's
Hey,
moving the hurricanes.
how far are you from the water?
From the beach, 3
Yeah,
hours.
like Myrtle Beach. How many hours?
Myrtle Beach, like 4 hours. Charleston, 3 hours.
How many miles is that? Oh, you're way inland in the Carolinas.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we've been all talking about it. People who have lived here our whole lives. Hurricanes just don't ever come this far inland ever. Like they hammer Charleston and that area, and then they just stop. Like they never ever come this far in.
I saw the last one. The last big one was like 1916.
So it was Hurricane Andrew and Hurricane Hugo were really like they hit the East Coast really hard, like around where I'm from. And those are the ones I can remember as a kid that caused a lot of damage to like the beaches that we would go to. And then obviously, Katrina was massive as far as damage goes.
Oh, Asheville's in. Oh, I didn't know Asheville was in Tennessee.
It's not. It's in North Carolina.
Oh, this isn't Tennessee up here?
That's North Carolina. Charlotte is North Carolina. So South Carolina kind of is really close to.
Oh, why does this have its own? Oh, okay. It's North Carolina. Okay, sorry. I'm looking at the map all fucked up. Okay, so it's barely North Carolina.
Yeah, from where I live, you can be in Georgia in 2 hours, in Tennessee in an hour and a half, and in North Carolina in 30 minutes.
Hey, why doesn't Charlotte get destroyed and Easley and Morganton and fucking
It easily got hit pretty hard. That's like I'm from Clemson, which is right below easily on the map. And power was out all through there for, for days. So a lot of those places got hit pretty hard, but yeah, Charlotte really didn't.
Is it because Asheville's infrastructure is more susceptible to it, or is it that the storm hit harder there?
Asheville is up in the mountains, and the way I understand it, Will would probably be a better guy to ask, but a lot of the dams were losing their integrity, and there were cracks in them, and I think what they had to do is kind of let a lot of the water out, which caused all the flooding in that area.
How about Augusta? Did Augusta get slammed?
I don't think really anything in Georgia did. That's Georgia.
It's a trip that it's just this one. It's a trip.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of like just huge steel beams just bent.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I saw over 100 miles an hour. A lot of the winds.
Yeah, that's wild. And
But my mother-in-law lives in Johnson City, Tennessee, and you have to pretty much go through Asheville to get there. And she sent me and my wife a map of an estimation of when all those bridges were going to be repaired, and it says March 2025. So there will be no direct route like from North Carolina to Tennessee along that major interstate for over a year.
Oh my God. And it's going to be like a decade until like the roads are finished. Like they're never
Hey,
gonna fix that.
Was that a commuter's route?
Yeah.
Like for people who work in Charlotte and shit?
So like Travis from Vindicate that's
Yeah.
coming has to go through Atlanta now to get to Spartanburg for the competition. He can't take the route he normally would take. Like that's a major interstate. It's a major, like I-20, like 26 to 20 is a major traveler's route. Truckers, everything.
Fuck. Hey, it looked like the most beautiful area I'd ever seen in my life. All the little lakes, and it looked absolutely amazing. Have you ever been to Asheville? Vacation there or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I've been there a ton. It's a really, really pretty place, especially if you're not used to the mountains. It's completely different.
What happened to your gym? Anything?
If I at about 7 a.m., they told me that water was coming through the showers again. So like another flood situation possibility.
Like coaches who were there?
Yeah, because they still ran the 5 and 6 a.m. Like it wasn't supposed to hit hard until like 9 a.m. and it was right on schedule. So I got a call that they were having some issues, and really what was happening is we had some check valves put on our main lines coming out of the building from the previous flooding, and made it to where, hey, if there's crazy amounts of rainwater, the water can't come back into our building. But when that happens, there's too much pressure coming back toward our building that our toilets can't flush, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we have all the water coming back, but no water can get out. So someone called me and said, hey, the toilets are starting to bubble and there's starting to be a little bit of water coming out of the showers again. And it was because, one of the 5 and 6 a.m. people went to use the bathroom, and it was already raining so much that there was already enough rainwater coming back in our direction toward the building that the water couldn't escape. So I said, okay, cool. The check valves will prevent any of that water coming in. Just turn the water off to the toilets for now. We'll stop using them. So I went to the gym, and when I got there, the wind started howling. Everyone started leaving. And I basically, all the power went out around 8. And I was in the gym from like 8 to 12 by myself in the pitch dark with my iPhone, just mopping and ringing all the water coming in from the big bay doors, where like the wind was just blowing crazy amounts of water just under the cracks in the little, it's an old building and the bay doors are old. So there's cracks and there's little places for the water to get in everywhere. So between the two bay doors, I was just back and forth fighting the water, just trying not to let it, come in. It was nuts. I mean, being in there by myself with nothing but the sound of like the wind hitting the building and hitting the roof, I was just like, these doors are going to get blown off. Like I was thinking to myself, like I went outside and filmed it at one time to send to Pedro's son because he really likes that kind of stuff. And I mean, I got in my truck and my truck was just wobbling side to side. Like that's how hard the wind was blowing. It was crazy.
And then it went away. It was just like you sat there through the whole storm.
Yeah, and then like at 11, the sun just came out. It's the weirdest thing. Like it's the weirdest thing. Like it's
What
the whole
fuck?
expression, like the calm, but like the whatever. Like it's always the worst right before it gets better, like type thing. It's true when it comes to that.
I wonder if I have something like that at my house because whenever it rains really hard, like it's like 3 or 4 days of just nonstop rain. Which we've had the last couple of years. We've had more rain than I can remember in my 52 years being around here. All our water pressure goes down. I wonder if we have something tied like to that. All my water pressure goes down whenever the ground's super duper moist. I wonder what that is. I wonder if it's some sort of valve like that we have.
I don't know. Maybe so. We got power back at the gym Monday night. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we got it back Monday. My daughter's school still doesn't have power. There's still a ton of people in Spartanburg that don't have power.
School doesn't have generators?
That's a good question. But the way it works here is schools are part of a district. So you have like District 1, District 2, District 3. Like we're District 6. But we have 3 elementary schools or we have 2 high schools. And if one of them doesn't have power, then the buses don't run. They don't do any of that for the whole district. So like my 6-year-old doesn't have school tomorrow for sure. They've already called us about that. So there's still a lot of people.
That sounds like a prison system. Why do they do that? If one school closes, they close them all down.
I really think it's because of the bus, because of the public transportation of the kids and stuff. Because
just leave those kids
run.
Hey, do kids go on does your kid ride the school bus?
No.
Does the school bus go to multiple schools? Meaning, like, could there be kids on my bus who go to a different school?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. It sounds like something that's like sounds like one of those weird things that's in contracts. Like I was hearing like I saw an article that the dock workers that went on strike, there's 50,000 of them were on strike, but there's only 25,000 dock workers. And it's a fascinating thing that the unions have organized. Basically, they have guarantee I didn't understand it completely, but basically once you get a job there, you're basically in, and the union protects you. So even if there's not work for you, even though there's only jobs for 25,000 people, they have 50,000 people on the payroll.
So I shouldn't have waited in lines at Sam's for 3 hours to get toilet paper the other day?
No, you should have.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, really? You did that?
Yeah. Thanks.
Why? Why 3 hours? Because there were so many people there stocking up on supplies?
Yeah, it wasn't 3 hours, but the amount of 70 plus individuals that were in there with their carts full of paper products. Oh my, I was so angry being in there, but my wife was right. She was like, "Hey, you have a competition coming up. You know how much toilet paper you're going to go through. You don't need to be scrambling trying to look for toilet paper. Like that's going to be the worst possible scenario for you. You need to just go now with all these loonies going out there buying all the eggs and all the toilet paper and all,
What about Amazon?
I guess you could. Yeah, I've never even considered ordering toilet paper on Amazon.
You don't order? Do you order toilet paper on it? Do you get Amazon at the trailer park, Caleb?
Yeah, I'll order. I'm gonna have to order some skylights, but yeah, I can order stuff and it usually gets here pretty quick.
You don't get your toilet paper on Amazon? You don't have your toilet paper on subscription?
No, I usually go to
Oh,
Sam's.
not you. No, not you.
Oh, okay.
No, I just get it at Sam's.
You wait, how do you not? You mean for your house, you don't have your toilet paper on subscription, JR?
No,
What subscriptions do you have for your house?
I have no subscriptions on Amazon on Prime. I just order stuff when I need it.
Do you have any subscriptions, Caleb, for your at the Shadican?
Dried mango. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah. If you have like 5 or more subscriptions, I think you get like some sort of you get like 5% off on everything or something.
Is that what you think?
I
Is that how they get you?
I
I saved 30 cents per order, and over the past 5 years, it's at least $5 I've saved.
They do always ask me that. That's interesting you say that because I'll go on to buy something and it'll be like you could save 5% to check this box for a subscription.
I'm gonna look subscribe and say let me see. I'm gonna just tell you what I use. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what I have on subscription on Amazon. Use a passkey from another device. Scan this QR code in the device that has the passkey you want to use. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Yeah, take your time.
I think I had to reset my computer, so all my passwords got erased. Follow the steps on your device. Continue. My Amazon shit's more secure than our nuclear arsenal. I have vitamin C. I have vitamin C on subscription. Not like synthetic vitamin C, but we get the expensive shit, that's like actually comes from, it's extracted from plants.
You get the real ascorbic acid.
Yeah, that.
Oh.
It's called Pure Synergy, Pure Radiant C. We get this stuff called Drops and Odor Stain. It's the soap that my wife uses when she washes the clothes because she doesn't like me using Tide Pods. We get Quilted Northern, although we just switched to some bamboo toilet paper. I'm trying it out. It's not bleached, and so there's nothing in there that'll lower my T count.
Bamboo toilet paper.
Yeah. Dog food. We have dog food.
Exfoliating your ass too, or what?
We have some botanical soap for the kids. We have paper towels. These
Dude,
are all my.
You have to bring the boys here at some point. I don't care if it's a road trip. I don't care if you fly, but like, just come here, stay at the house, just for maybe a week or two. Just experience Southern living. I'm telling you, it would be awesome.
We have the seaweed on subscription.
Nice. What?
We have for the kids, like those little things of seaweed and they eat the little strips.
Yeah.
I have a baby wipes on subscription.
Do you ever have? There's no way you go through all of those so much that you have to get a new one every month.
Well, you can choose how often you get them. Like I get baby wipes and I get 1 unit every 2 months. Pistachios. I have pistachios on subscription. Don't tell anyone that. It's a little embarrassing. I have a water filter for my coffee maker once every 2 months.
How far away do you live from like a Costco, like a wholesale place like that?
Close.
Okay, so it's not like a convenience thing, really. Like you could easily go get the stuff.
Recently, recently someone came over. I think it was like either Hiller or Taylor or someone was here and they had a Costco membership and they went to Costco, and that really kind of opened my eyes. My wife's eyes. Opened my wife's eyes to Costco.
It's a glorious thing.
I know. I've been there once, man. I live in a town with pretty attractive people, but Costco is not where you see them. I went there once with my dad like 5 or 6 months ago. The boys had never been to a Costco. They were fucking blown away. They were like, what the fuck?
It's like a massive Walmart.
What is Sam's Club? Is it just a ghetto version of Costco, a dirty version of Costco?
It's Walmart's version of Costco, yeah.
It is a little dirtier, right, in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say. I mean, there's
a little more dingy.
It's like the pallets have been used too many times.
We've had memberships at both, but I think we've switched back and forth depending on the things you can get at one that you can't get at the other. Like there's really good dried mango at Costco that you like Sam's has never ever sold. And so we had like Costco membership because we could get specific things. And now we have a Sam's membership because there's things that we can get at Sam's that we can't get at Costco.
Yeah,
Sam stopped selling C4. And so I think I'm going to have to get a Costco membership, which is kind of sad. All they have is rain now.
I used to have dried mango on Amazon. I used to have it on subscription, but I was eating too much. Hey, have you ever seen this dried mango? My kids don't like it, but it's fucking crazy. It's the dried mango that's cut it's cut different. It's cut in these they look like tacos. Have you seen this cut? And it's softer.
That's the kind that Caleb, that's the black bag kind at Costco.
Really?
Like the Kirkland brand usually is that cut like that. Also, this is the cut of the one that I cracked my front tooth on. So be careful of the one. Be careful of the really, really dried pieces at the bottom of the bag.
Yeah, but the Kirkland one that Hillary got when we were at the NorCal Classic, it wasn't like this. These are like each piece is like individual. Like the Kirkland one, they're all stuck together and they're like strips, and you pull it out and it's like fucking 3 pounds comes out. Like you pull out one little piece and the whole bag comes out. Anyway, this shit's good. This shit's fucking expensive as fuck though.
3 pound bag. That's pretty good though.
I'm trying to think if that was the brand. Oh, this is the Kirkland brand, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Hiller bought a bag of that at NorCal. I think I ate 80% of it. Wow, look at this. Only has a 4.5 star rating. What the fuck? I ordered this product several times. Was happy enough that I bought 4 bags at once, which is sizable investment. Fucking God, we live with poor people. In each bag, 85% of the mangoes were so unripe when they were dry. They were smelled awful. The bag mango was almost all discolored and brown. These are terrible. Pictures show. I've never gotten a bad bag of mangoes. Have you?
Never.
Look what they served me up on Amazon. Oh, what is this? Wireless HDMI transmitter receiver.
Hey, Will, do we need this?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. What the fuck is this? I'm sending this to Will right now. What is that? Wow. Is Crash ready to go? Are there any concerns? Are there any more storms coming in? Is any of the infrastructure at CrossFit Crash get fucked up?
I mean, I was told that there was another hurricane that was scheduled to hit next weekend, but the forecast is like completely sunny from now until the competition, and it has never not rained the weekend of Crucible. So I'm not at all believing what the weather is saying. I'm preparing for the worst.
The Homeland Security guy, what's it, Mayorkas? That little fucking beta fucking weasel. I used to fuck his wife, by the way. He said another hurricane's imminent.
Mm-hmm. Kids at home all week last week. Kids probably at home all week this week. Tyler Watkins arriving today.
Why is he coming so early? Push him off. Is he going to be a problem? Is he going to be high maintenance?
You really want to know why he's coming? I love you, Tyler.
Yeah, tell me.
Tyler said
he's fighting with his wife.
A few months ago, he was like, "Hey, man, I'm really interested to see how you like balance the gym and the kids and how you do all that. Like, I kind of want to see like."
Oh.
And I said, "That's cool, man. You come shadow me whenever you want." And so I think he wanted to come a little bit. I was like, "This is an interesting week to come, but man, I'm gonna make you want to go get that vasectomy, buddy."
Oh, awesome! Yeah. Hey, did you guys know?
But he's already committed, so like he's gonna be like, "Hey, grab a kid, dude. Hey, hold Tyler's hand. Let's go. Time to go."
Did you know his wife is pregnant?
Yes.
Did he tell us all that?
I don't know. You just did though.
Well, I was just talking to him the other day on the phone, and he told me, and I was like, "Did I know that?" Is that a secret?
I hope not.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great to watch him swing to the conservative side now. Oh, you got a daughter coming. Okay. Let's see how you feel about boys in the girls' bathroom now.
He's gonna be a big help though. I think just because there's a lot of things for the competition that like I can't do until Wednesday or Thursday because classes still run. And what's really cool is when people start rolling in on Tuesday and Wednesday, just people getting here early for travel, they'll just come in there and start, you know, they'll be on a foam roller for an hour or doing whatever because they don't have anything else to do. My members are all still training around them, like they don't care. Oh, you're here for the competition? Cool. Move out of the way. I need that rower.
Those 2 days you didn't have power, did you still run the gym?
No, it was. I invited people over at the house to use the barn to just work out if they wanted to on Saturday and Sunday, and people came.
Why didn't you let people still work out in the gym? It's just too dark.
Yeah, all the emergency lights, I guess, cut off in 24 hours. I guess that's how those things work, like for industrial buildings. So there were some lights in the bathroom, and there was like 1 or 2 lights on the main floor, but you could see nothing. And I needed the power to get the bay doors open without doing that manually. So I couldn't use the natural light. So if I could have done that, people could have still trained.
Your bay doors are motorized?
Mm-hmm.
That's bougie.
No, it's not. Not if you saw them.
Because they're so huge?
They're just, I mean, I need to get both of them replaced. That's going to be an insurance claim though, because the wind was crazy. Like it blew one of them off the tracks on one side. It was crazy.
Is it just, do you need special openers for bay doors, or is it just like my garage doors? Just like you push the button and the chain starts turning and yanks.
Yeah, it's similar to that.
Hey, do people in North Carolina still have doors that open like this?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you have any doors that open like that? Like the old school kind, where it's like the wooden door and it's all wobbly and shit. And it's like,
I haven't seen any in like around our industrial park that has lift gates.
But how about in your neighborhood? How about just like the regular denizens?
No.
Darn, because that's some ghetto shit. Is everything out about Crash?
Yeah,
like the schedule, workouts, all that stuff.
Yeah, we sent the heat schedule to all the athletes yesterday.
And how many athletes are coming?
A little.
I'll probably ask you all this again on Monday or Tuesday, whenever our show is.
Tomorrow, yeah, a little under 100. So there's like 15 Masters competitors on the male and female side, and then there are, I think, 28 individuals coming, male and female.
Oh, this is last year. Never mind.
Yeah.
Do you already? Is there anyone who's already like they're gonna win? Is there anyone coming? Like at Colton will go to some podunk event where there's $1,000 prize money and win it. Is there anyone like that coming on the man or the women's side?
Like someone who's just a shoe-in to win?
Yeah, I guess I know for sure it's not like that on the men's side, but on the women's side, is there anyone? No.
I don't think so. I don't think so, at least. But I really don't have an opinion on who's going to win. Like I try to kind of look at it just from a standpoint of, hey, let me put some workouts together that I think are really hard, and that the fittest person that's coming is going to win. But because of the style of some of the workouts I have, and the fact that we use a crazy scoring method that no one with half a brain would want to use, I really don't know who is gonna win.
Do you feel obligated to use that scoring method because Tyler's your friend and he's coming? Like, oh fuck, okay, Grandma's gonna be here.
No, I kind of want to do it at this point because it's just a something else that makes it a little bit more unique from other competitions. Like I kind of just want to lean into the fact that it's a scoring table that a lot of people don't even understand, and it's like it's just something that makes it different from anything else.
How many workouts are there?
7.
So 2, 2, 3?
2, 3, 2.
2, 3, 2. Hey, by that I mean like if Tia were shown, I guess it depends. By that, but I mean will there be a dominant athlete there? Meaning either you would have a bunch of like semifinal athletes and just one games athlete, or if just someone crazy dominant showed up. But it's a pretty good mixture, right? Wouldn't you say Crash is like? Isn't there some weird stat around Crash like every year that the person who's won it's gone to the games or something like that?
Someone has made it to the games for their first time, like their rookie year, after podiuming at Crash. So like for instance, Caroline Stanley finished second in 2020. She made the games last year individually.
Oh, not the same year.
Not always in the same year, but a lot of them have. Like Luke Parker won in October of 2022, and then he qualified for the games in 2023. Like, you know, Austin Hatfield won it last year, and then he qualified for his rookie year this past year. So there have been some situations like that.
How many years has Crash been going on?
This is the 5th.
Do you remember? Do you even remember why you started it?
Yeah, because we opened up the facility we're in now in 2020, and all those sanctionals were getting canceled because of COVID. So like, Jason's first semifinals should have been in Canada at Atlas Games, and that was the one they all went to, flew in, went for the briefing, and then they told them there that it was going to be canceled. So like that, there were some that were being canceled like as athletes were already there getting ready to compete. So all
I heard you say was Jason's vaccinated. That's all I heard. Everything else I just blocked out.
I don't think that's true.
If he went to Canada, if he went to Atlas Games, worried about his heart. No, okay.
That was the year that you just got placed at whatever sanctional. So you just got sent to one. Yeah.
But did he fly there? Did he go?
Yeah, I think he was there. And then when he was there, he got told, no, you can't compete.
You don't think so, Caleb? You don't think he?
No, because that was when everything started. That was like they literally the day that they got told like, hey, everything's shut down was the day that Atlas was supposed to start.
Okay.
And then that was before Operation Warp Speed was in effect. And
thank you, Trump, for vaccinating our country.
Yep. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, I had to say it before someone else said it. So you did it so you were inspired to do it because there was a shortage of competitions, and you were like, "Fuck it, I'll throw one."
100%.
And did you think
that's absolutely why I did it? I reached out to Berman and was like, "Hey, all these dudes, like, do you guys want to do something?" And they were like, "All anyone wants to do is compete right now, but none of us can." And I said, "Hey, we'll just like text all the dudes you know and tell them I'm going to do something in October, and it's going to be laid out, and it's going to be, you know, as good of money as I can put up, but it's going to be laid out just like a sanctional or a regional as far as like the floor goes. The workouts will be good. You know, I know all you guys just want to get around people that good and compete." And so he kind of helped me just to spread the word. And then obviously like Jason was living like an hour away, and his coach reached out to me and said, "Hey, I know you've probably never heard of this guy, but he's going to be really good. He was supposed to go to Atlas Games." And then Taylor, I don't think Taylor reached out to me, but Berman and Jason said, "Hey, we just competed against Josh Miller and this guy Taylor Self in Myrtle Beach like a month before. He finished high. You should get him." And so, yeah, I just kind of got on my phone and just started recruiting. Honestly, that's how it happened.
You didn't know Taylor and Hopper in 2020?
No.
God damn, so much shit has happened in the last.
That's why Taylor tells that story of me putting him in Heat 1 and him crushing that first workout and him being so angry that he was in Heat 1, but I had no idea who he was.
Who the fuck are you, dude?
Yeah, thank you, Taylor. Caleb, who the fuck are you? Wow. That's fucking wild.
I met them for the first time when they came to compete.
I thought you guys had been friends. I don't know what I thought. I just assumed that I always just assumed I was an outsider, like I was the new friend.
No, it just kind of, yeah, the stars kind of all aligned and everything happened after that. That was like, it made it seem as though we kind of all knew each other the whole time, but that's not the case. A lot of the guys that came to Crucible in 2020, I had known or maybe known their coaches, but Taylor and Jason were not one of those.
Hey, let me go back to the storm here real quick. Romo, I was watching a video about the Asheville damages, and some guy commented to not believe what we hear in the news. The news says that there's 1,000 people missing. A friend of mine who worked for the government said that they had ordered 1,000 body bags. But I've been watching some YouTube videos of people on the ground, and they're saying that the news is pretty accurate. Do you have any thoughts on that? What you're hearing? What are people like? People in the hood? What they're saying?
I have members that have family members that are in that area that they like drove up there to try to take resources and stuff too, and they've all said, "Yeah, dude, you could just walk down the river and just see like bodies in some spots that are just kind of piled up."
Wow.
Yeah.
Like where the water's like just washing shit aside.
Yep. So
wow.
I don't think thousands, especially initially, is embellishment at all.
Holy shit.
That there's just a ton of people not accounted for.
Okay, so they might be okay.
At this point, I don't think they're okay.
Damn, I wonder if we'll ever get a truthful report on that. So you do the first event, and was the first event good? Has Crash been good every year, or was there every year where
I think that it was an absolute cluster that first year, looking back on it.
Had you ever thrown a competition before?
No.
So you just did it. You did it, and like, were you like, oh, any like huge gaps where you were like, oh fuck, I forgot to get judges?
No, no. I let way too many people compete. Like I had teams. I had like some community division teams. I did teams of 2 and individuals. I had 2 floors going almost the whole time. So like I had an event going on the turf and an event going on the main floor a lot of the time. I was trying to run 2 clocks at the same time. I just overcommitted as far as how many people I could let. I didn't anticipate that many people wanting to come, but like everybody just wanted to do a competition, no matter what level, because everything was being canceled everywhere. And I was like, well, I'll do it. So,
did the cops fuck with you that first year?
No.
Second year?
Nope.
Have the cops ever fucked with you?
No, the only thing that's happened for the competition in the spring, which is the 4-person competition, which will have way more competitors,
that's Crescendo.
Is parking, right? So some of my neighbors that will get a little bit angry about all the parking, but 90% of them don't operate on the weekends anyway. So it's just ones that just want to complain about something.
So if there's 100 competitors, does everyone show up with 2 people? So there'll be 300 people in your gym?
You would think that's how it would happen, but last year it was pretty cool. Like it was, there were enough people in there to be loud and for it to be fun, but not at all packed. And with it being streamed, I think that helps as in keeps there from being like the fire marshal called because of how many people are here. But it's interesting. You would think that the big name people that people follow on Instagram would bring all the spectators out, but really it's more the hey, I know them, they're in my 5 o'clock class, that brings people out. It's interesting. The community feel events get way more local spectators than the elite.
How many people from your gym of the 100 are competing or Crash members?
2
competitors. Only 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is that surprising?
No, It just the level of competition just keeps getting better and better.
Is this the best level ever?
Yeah, for sure. All around, yeah.
Do you think you'll do it again next year?
Absolutely.
It's not overwhelming to you. You're not like, if I asked you that like the day after, will you be like, fuck it, that's my last one?
No, because the day after, like, I already have 90% of 2025 done. Because this time, like the 2 weeks before and the 2 weeks after, are when like all I'm thinking about is that. So all the stuff that I know I probably should have done this year that I didn't, I'll just do it next year.
What website? Go ahead. Sorry, Caleb.
Do you have like the programming in mind for next year already?
Yeah, that's done for next year.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit, dude.
Hey, where would I find the Crash Crucible list of athletes on the Instagram?
I will send it to you.
Is it published anywhere?
The link is available.
Oh, it is Mark Hutchinson, the guy I was talking about yesterday. Is he coming back?
Yeah, he'll be doing Masters.
Oh, he does. Did he do individual last year?
No, he was Masters last year.
Oh, okay.
He won Masters last year.
Is Angelo coming?
Yeah, he is gonna be here. I don't think he gets here until like Saturday, he said.
He's competing?
No.
Oh.
He's just coming to hang out because there's several Mayhem people that are coming.
And Sam Stewart's competing?
Yep.
Oh, I recognize more of these people. Oh shit, Chris Ibarra's coming. What about the girl? What about that Lydia Fish girl?
Yeah, she's coming.
How old is she? She's like 20?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Who's the girl who didn't do the interview at quarterfinals? Who is that?
That didn't do the interview?
She went to the parking lot.
Lindsay Lane.
Oh, is she gonna be there?
Yeah, she's coming.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I see her.
She had to go to work or something.
Oh shit, Ellie Hiller's gonna be there? This is gonna be great.
Yeah, but she just withdrew actually for an injury. That sucks.
Oh, that sucks.
And that's sad.
She's fucking smoking. Oh, and the winner of the NorCal is gonna be there. And I'm trying to get her on the on the show this week.
Who was that?
Elizabeth Wishart. She won NorCal.
Oh, cool.
She's skinny.
I've never seen her in person.
She's skinny.
I mean, I saw her in person at semis, but I've never like spoken to her and gotten really close.
And Fisa Gaffia, Olivia Kerstetter. Fuck, Carolyn Prevost is active. Carolyn Stanley's gonna be there too.
Yep.
Dude, the women's class is stacked.
Kyra Milligan.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, so Kyra and Caroline are the two games athletes that competed individually this year. But then Olivia and Fee and Caroline have all competed individually at the games. So 5 is the most by far of any year I've done it.
Hey, has Kerstetter ever competed there before?
No.
Do you what's the word I'm looking for? Recruit? Is that I'm not sure if I'm using that word right. Do you recruit any of these people?
Yeah.
What's that look like? You just call them, like you're like, hey, you just text Olivia or call her and be like, hey girl, this is 100 miles from your house. Let's roll.
So Olivia was supposed to come and do Crescendo last year on a team with like Nate Ackerman and Daniel Coots, like just like a young group of individual athletes. And then after quarterfinals, I think they had some nagging injuries and their coaches were like, hey, you don't need to go and do that competition against like games level teams. It's not just a for fun thing. I think you need to just wait and train for semifinals. So she ended up not coming last year, but her, she's there with Jacob Hepner training with that group of like Justin Rhodes, Chris Ibarra. That's kind of like their, yeah, like he trains around that group a lot. And Steven Tackett was a member at Crash and helps to coach like on site, like Chris and Olivia and all them. So he he was the one that kind of nudged Chris and Olivia, like, hey, you guys need to do Crucible. Last year, Chris was going to do it, but he ended up doing, I think, like Desert City out in Arizona, which is really, really close to Crucible, instead of coming to Crash. And then leading up to this year, Steven already told me that Chris was committing. So, like, no matter what happens, if he makes the games or not, he knows he wants to do Crash. So he's stayed true to that.
Hey, how come you only have the girls? You don't have the you don't have the dudes, really?
I do.
Not really.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, you do. Sorry, you do. Sorry, you're right. I'm wrong. Nick Matthew, Colton Mertens, Chris Ibarra. No Taylor. You don't got a picture of Taylor. Is James Sprague coming?
He's up there.
Taylor's up there.
He is?
Yeah, that's actually really cool. That's a really cool picture that Peter made, I think. Just him from the back with his arm up in the air at semis. It's a cool.
Oh, Peter makes all these pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that shirt he's wearing is fucking awesome.
Yeah, what's really cool is like look how many West Coast guys are coming, but it's like all the East Coast women and all the West Coast men from as far as the semifinalists go. It's really interesting. Like Tristan Harrison, Chris Ibarra, Mike Evans, Justin Rhodes, so many guys from the West are coming to compete, which is cool. I mean, Olivia's coming, but like it's mostly a ton of East Coast women and West Coast men.
Oh, this guy fucking Matthias is coming. This guy won Kill Taylor.
Yep. And he competed. So I think Taylor would probably remember more. In 2021, when Taylor won Crucible, Matthias, I think, was in first place after day one. And everyone was like, who is this Matthias Porter guy? Like, I didn't know who he was at all. And yeah, he's cool. I've stayed in touch with him over the years. I'm glad he's coming back.
That dude's a stud.
I think it's really healthy that I didn't notice any of the men.
Just to prove you're not gay or what?
I don't know, but I just like it. I think it says something about my character. I don't know if I recognize this girl. Marilyn Helen Saunders. I guess we could look at these people tomorrow. She looks young. Hey, do they have to qualify? How do you know who gets in?
So what I tried to do this year is top 20 from semifinals who didn't qualify for the games or who did qualify for the games. They can come by invite, or if you're a previous games individual athlete. So Marquand has competed every single year, Marquand Jones. He decided not to this year, but he's competed individually at the game, so his invite would still stand. Sam Stewart, I don't think he competed at semifinals last year, but he's made the games individually. So I was like, yeah, come on. Like, you've competed at the games individually. Like, I want as many of those people as possible. So those were kind of the two ways. And then if you podiumed at Crucible last year and you didn't fit those molds. So like for the guys, Austin, Colton, Jack Rosema. Well, they all made the games, but if one of them maybe was injured and they couldn't compete this past year, I would still say, yeah, you can come compete because you podiumed last year. So it's a way I try to keep the previous year's people in mind. But at this point, I don't think there's going to be many people that don't fit into one of those categories that win Crucible, like games athletes or top 20 semifinalist athletes.
Did you send Phil Toon an invite?
No.
Oh. I got distracted. I went over to Ellie Hiller's Instagram account. What a shame she's not competing. Oh, she plays tennis. Have we had her on the show?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What the fuck's wrong with me?
She's awesome, dude. She talks. She would be a great person to have on.
Yeah, she is awesome. Has she made it to the games?
Nope.
Hey, no Jack Rosema or no Austin Hatfield. I wonder why they're not coming.
Austin, I tried to talk Austin into it, and he said he took a really, really hard month off, like after the game, so he wasn't doing anything. And I even asked him about trying to qualify for Rogue if he didn't get an invite, and he's like, "Dude, there's no way I could qualify right now. I haven't been working out." So
too much sour cream on those rabbit tacos.
I guess so, yeah. So and then Jack was in this. So I reached out to Jack and James.
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. He's a pussy. Oh, okay. So it's not that he's out of shape. He's a pussy. Sorry. Don't mischaracterize him, JR.
He's not even a real farmer.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting. Colton used that as an adjective.
It
works. It works, I guess.
I thought he's using it as a noun. I mean, what do you expect from Colton? He fucking harvests pig. This dude fucking.
Colton coming is really interesting. I was talking to my wife about this last night, and was talking about how a lot of athletes their insecurities show leading up to a competition where they start to get a little bit edgy. You know, they start to maybe, they start to ask you about movements in the competition. It's like, well, how does this feel compared to this? And how does it? But like, Colton doesn't ask me any of that stuff. He just shows up and just is like, okay, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, cool. It's just, it's interesting how he goes about accepting the task at hand and not trying to like get information or, I don't know. It's, he operates in a way that I wish competitors would operate more.
And no Jason Hopper?
No, he actually asked me after the fact if he could compete, and he was talking to his wife about it, and his wife was saying no, and he was like, "Hey, will you help me settle this? If I wanted to compete, would you compete? Would you let me?" I said no, and he didn't respond because I told him the workouts before everyone else knew him. I'm not letting him compete if he knew that information prior to. Honestly, I do think if you're going to Rogue, unless you're just really firm, like Colton fits this. He just doesn't care. Like he wants to compete. He's not worried about getting injured. He's not. It just, that doesn't matter to him. But for a lot of people, I would, like, let's say Taylor did do the Rogue qualifier and he didn't do NorCal and he qualified for Rogue. That's a really, really, really prestigious earning opportunity that he has as far as money goes. And I would be like, hey, dude, I mean, Crash is really close to that. Is it worth it to come here and compete for $6,000 where you can finish last and compete and make $6,000 at Rogue? You know, like, it is something to think about.
For Jason?
Yeah. For anyone that's going there.
I'm trying. Someone said Ellie was on the show, but I don't
know. It's Ellie Turner. That's the one she's talking about. Ellie Turner's 5-year transformation.
Oh,
wrong Ellie.
Oh yeah.
That was 2 years ago though. That's crazy.
I wonder if she'd come back on the show. I wonder if I burned that bridge.
No, you could get her back for sure.
Justin's wife?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'll send her an invite.
Shoot your shot, brother.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. You're a great hype man. Can anyone come on to Crash?
To watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
And are there places to sit?
I don't think we'll do bleachers this year. I think it'll just be standing.
So if you want to sit, you can sit on the ground.
Yeah.
Just like a regular person. Nothing special. Oh, what about vendors? Will there be like food there?
Yeah, we'll have a couple food vendors. We'll only have 2 apparel vendors. I really try to make it for Crucible where the vendors that come really do well. Because at Crucible, this is the way it's been explained to me. Elite athletes aren't used to buying anything. They're used to having people give them stuff.
Right.
So unless you have a ton of spectators, there's not a whole lot going on with the vendors. So having like, it's a kind of a unique competition in that if you have a ton of vendors, but there's only 100 competitors, like even if, like you said, they only bring 2 or 3 people each, that's not that much traffic. But like in the spring, when you have all those community divisions, you know, they're gonna all come out there and hang out with the vendors, but then also they're going to bring a bunch of fans from their gyms and stuff that will come and hang out all weekend. So
Ellie Hiller's on the Glinton podcast a lot. Yeah, that makes sense. They like hot chicks too. That's why I like them so much. We have so much in common. JR needs a hype man. Oh crap, my bad. No worries. You inspired me to invite Ellie back on. All right, so it starts Friday at I'm looking at this schedule. I guess this week there'll be all sorts of shows. I guess we'll have to do a pre-show. I guess tomorrow we'll talk about it. I guess we'll have to do a pre-show Thursday night, and then God, have you seen Will much lately?
no, we've talked a lot though.
Is he feeling confident about the setup?
Yeah.
And then Suze is coming out. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you. Probably shouldn't ask you this live. We're definitely gonna.
Wait. Are you sure you want to text it to me?
No, I'll ask you.
I'm joking.
I definitely want to put. We know John and Bill will be calling the final 2 heats of men and women all weekend long.
Yeah.
A lot of people are asking me, "Hey, will you just leave some cameras fixed so we can watch the other heats?"
Oh.
And just like leave the chat on or whatever. Does that hurt the algorithm when you do that and you don't like go live for like short periods and then go away and then come back and then go away and then come back?
I don't know, but I don't care. That's fine. That's cool. We'll just start. We can just start new feeds.
That's what I mean. Like, is it? Yeah, like you just have like heats 1 through 4, and like, hey, these cameras are just fixed, and you can watch whoever compete. There's not going to be any commentary, but then we cut the stream off, and then we start a new one right before we do the commentary heats.
Yeah, that's fine. I love that. Okay. Let me just ask you this though, real quick. Speaking of stuff I shouldn't say on air. So we're doing for every workout we'll do four.
Yep.
For every workout we'll do 4 heats, 2 women and 2 men.
Mm-hmm. That's the plan. Yeah.
And how many people in the heat?
Only like 6.
Okay. And then I guess if shit gets crazy, like if on day 2 for some reason Colton shits the bed on day 1 and he gets thrown down into heat 3, we'll just make an audible and we'll cover that one too. Like if someone great goes down there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think John and Bill are prepared to like do a ton more, and I said no. I want Sevon, I want you guys, I want all the crew that's here to be able to actually hang out and enjoy it and not just be like 8 hours straight, because you're not going to have any energy or any juice for the big heats if we do it that way.
Yeah.
So okay. I kind of pushed back against them and said, no, I want you guys to like be able to hang out and do stuff. And I think the final 2 heats are what people want to see.
So that still is 28 workouts we'll be covering. If there's 7 workouts and we're going to cover 4
right.
heat, yeah.
Like you would have a thumbnail that says event 1 men, and that would be whatever, 30 minutes, 40-minute, whatever. And then you do the same thing for the women times 7. That's what you're saying, right? Like 28 right. chunks.
Let me ask you this. Do you reseed them after every event?
We reseed them after each day. And then on the final day, we'll do it after the first event before the last one. So on Friday, those heats are set. And then however they finish on Friday, that will determine Saturday's heats. And then
I wonder if on Friday, I'm not stuck to this. I'm just proposing. I wonder if on Friday, if we cover more heats, and then on Thursday and Friday, or Saturday and Sunday, cut it down. Worth just thinking about.
I'm cool to do that if you guys want to.
You get what I'm saying? That way, in case someone gets placed in the ass heat, we still at least get to figure it out.
Yeah.
Jeremy World, longest standing member. When do I get to come on and talk about my experience as a super fan? Okay. Standy Randy, I hate it when Sevon gets overworked and cranky. It was not fun last year. Oh, I got cranked? I didn't get what? I never get cranky.
Never.
What are you talking about? That's crazy.
I will always take care of the American people.
I caught that. That was good.
Hey, Sevon, if you want to see me squirm live on air, I just sent you something in a text that Rick Jones just sent me.
Yeah.
By request. I'm probably gonna regret this, but I just sent it to you if you want to. He said a lot of the questions you're asking are there.
Oh, that's the girl that Taylor used to coach.
Who's that?
The girl from Africa, the African.
Yep, that's year one.
I need to have Carolyn Stanley on the show. If we had her on the show, Caleb, she has the best voice in all of CrossFit.
I think so.
Jeez, 3 minutes. Wow.
Rick Jones made this?
I guess. Yeah, he did.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh no. Who was the girl in the middle?
Kalarina Key.
Oh, she looked Armenian. Was she good? Is she still around?
She's still around. She's was like the first, I think, CrossFitter to be doing a lot of tactical game stuff.
Oh, okay. And then that's what's his name on the left there?
That's Berman, and then Josh Miller, and then Jason.
Oh, Jason looks like a Matt Chan right there. Are you doing the giant checks again?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm JR Howell from CrossFit Crash.
Holy shit, you got younger.
Yeah, I look so, dude, I can't watch this. When was this? Gosh, I look weathered.
No, you look great. You look masculine. You look a little feminine this morning. You look like you could do a Dove commercial. Like you almost look non-binary this morning.
There's a lot of white in that beard these days.
Dude, Rick Jones is a beast, dude. This is incredible.
He's really fucking good.
Oh, what was that? What was that look Taylor gave?
That's a famous look. I have a screenshot of that look. I need to send it to you.
Look at that. He's staring at his ref.
No, he's looking over at the guy he's racing in that workout. But he wins that workout and the one after it. That was the year he won. He won the back-to-back, so he won both of those.
Both of the workouts or 2 years in a row?
Both of those workouts, like the back-to-back workouts.
Oh, okay. Is Elijah coming?
No, not this year.
Another games athlete, Shelby Neal. Who is that?
Malonza Haynes.
Oh, I remember that girl. Is she gonna be there? This chick, is she going to be there?
No, Ariel Sanders.
Yeah, she was fucking amazing. Why isn't she coming? Why do people tell you why they're not coming?
She did the qualifier. She just didn't qualify this year.
Oh.
My goal for creating Crucible originally was just to give another opportunity for competition. I knew it was going to look good. I knew I could make the programming like.
Oh, wait, where did JR go?
I think he had to go pick up his kids or something.
What are you laughing at? At JR?
Yes.
He's so distinguished there. He should grow the beard back. I have that sweatshirt.
What a semifinal, or maybe even like some things that a lot of athletes wouldn't get to do until they got to the games. But maybe because of that initial vision, it's been able to become a proving grounds, because you see people that come to Crucible, do well, either immediately move on to make the jump to the games the next year or in 1 or 2 years. For people to say it's a proving ground, like really they're just complimenting the competitors that come. Because if Luke comes 2 years ago and wins, or if Jason comes 3 years ago and wins, and the competitive field isn't good enough, like the notoriety that the competition gets isn't there because the field isn't strong. So if Jason comes and he beats a bunch of people who have never done anything in the space, it doesn't mean a whole lot. Like, oh yeah, he just went to a local competition and he won. No one really knows who he is. He goes to the MAC and he wins. Great. But because he came and beat so many seasoned competitors, the competition got a little bit of talk. And that way, leading into competitions like the MAC, analysts like Brian Friend, who reached out to me and said, hey, who is this kid? He beat all these people. There has to be a reason.
How does JR ask the dude to cut his hair? Shave it really short, but leave one little tuft on the top. Is that a mohawk? Does JR have a mohawk?
No, it's just that one. It's just the front tuft is a little longer. He's giving mad scientist right now.
It's the opposite of it's the opposite of Hare Krishna dudes. Don't they have like just like the tuft on the back?
Yeah.
If he didn't beat all those people, he wouldn't be asking. What people that usually come to Crucible and do well have done is, yeah, they do their.
Even look real,
huh?
He doesn't look real.
He looks like he looks kind of AI.
Yeah, I wonder what that's like looking like that. I wonder if people come up and touch his face.
Homework, and they know the workouts that I've programmed before, but they also understand that, hey, even though this isn't the games, there may be some games elements that show up. Just because the field is really, really strong doesn't mean that everything is going to be heavy, right? So I think that general fitness is what you need to excel, but more so, I think the boundaries maybe is where people that do well at Crucible could spend more time. Really, really high-level skills. Heavy loads under fatigue. Not traditionally the way things are tested.
Fuck, Rick Jones is good.
That was fucking. So
Oh, let's watch this P. Diddy video now.
What did I miss?
the world.
No,
All right, P. Diddy, here we go.
the famous P. Diddy lube bed.
that's what we're moving into.
Wow.
25 minutes on the lube bed. That's crazy.
When was that posted? Oh, 9 days ago. Man, oh man. Oh, there's someone in that bed. Is that person wearing a coffee pods and wad shirt? Hey, do they make a bed that's larger than a king size? I need that bed.
Yeah, they make one the size of a basketball court.
I don't need it that big. I don't have a place for that one. It's Lube Diddy.
Lube Diddy. Yeah, the next one's a California King.
Yeah, that's what I have, I think. Wait, no, I have the wide one. What's the wide one? I have the wide one. What do you have? Is that what it's called, a Wyoming?
It's wider than a California.
There's one that's long for tall people, and then there's one that's wide. I have the wide one.
A Super Caesar.
What bed do you have, JR?
To the king.
Hey, did you sleep on a piece of foam, Caleb? Since you're in a motorhome, is it just like you just
Hell yeah, dude.
foam? Yeah.
Got a 3-inch mattress pad.
Wow, a Wyoming king. I just need my bed to be wider. It definitely doesn't need to be longer. Wow, look at those beds. A family XL 144 by 84.
What is that, 12 feet? Is that what
Do you know
it is?
any couples who sleep in something smaller than a king? I could not sleep in a fucking bed smaller than a king.
Me and my wife.
What do you guys sleep in?
Like a queen.
Wow. Holy shit.
And we're twice your size.
Yeah, you need a queen just for yourself.
Yeah, when she comes to visit, it's real tight in the RV.
Sevi sleeps on a fool and calls it a king. All right. Are we going through the workouts tomorrow?
I think so. I think you said Tyler's going to come on, maybe.
Yeah. Should we have John come on too, so we can watch John and Tyler fight?
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'll send a note now. Do we have a time for that?
Nope.
John, Tyler. I wonder if we should have Bill come on too. I'll invite Bill. He won't be able to. Why isn't Taylor? Go ahead.
No, that is a good question. So I asked Taylor the other day. I said, dude, why when you go to NorCal, you can do recap shows and talk about the competition after every single event, but you don't want to come on any shows for Crucible. Why are you so tight? What's going on?
He's making the choice not to come on tomorrow. It's not like
he said, I'm not going on any of those shows. I'm not going on any of those Crucible shows.
Oh, he has to come on the nighttime shows though.
I would hope so.
Yeah, he's got the nighttime shows are where it fucking gets crazy. We didn't even talk about working out. I'm about to ask you something really crazy, JR.
Okay.
You weren't at NorCal, were you?
Nope.
Oh, good. Awesome. It's like, fuck, I don't remember JR being there. I'm very happy to say you missed out big time. Whatever I'm going to miss out this weekend, you fucking definitely missed out at NorCal. Fuck, you missed out. God, I'm so glad you weren't there. Because misery loves company.
Everyone says Crucible's pretty tight, like serious, stuffy. I think that's why Taylor really liked NorCal, because he didn't feel that same angst. It was like
dude, he was fucking so uptight at the competition. Like 1,000 times more uptight than Colton. At home it was chill. He was fucking uptight at the comp.
Yeah. I think because of the style of the way they run it, which I think is really cool. Like when I was asking him about it, he said, yeah, dude, you just have a start time. And if you're not there, you just don't do the event. Like if you're not there and ready, where like 30 minutes before they have to check in at the table in the warm-up room and say, Colton Mertens, I'm here for event 1. I was like, okay, thanks. Cool. And then 10 minutes and then 10 minutes before they get corralled in the hallway, and then like they wait in the hallway and then they get brought out. Like there's more opportunity to be nervous and stressed and all that kind of stuff.
But dude, we would show before every workout, Colton and Taylor would walk over to a table that was like not close to, I mean, not adjacent to the workout floor. They would walk over to a table. I don't know, that was 40 yards away, 30 yards away from the workout. They would check in, and then 10 minutes before they would go in the crowd too. I think it was the same. I mean, you had to walk through the crowd and shit, and there were fucking also, and when I say crowd, I mean, they had fucking 800 athletes there, right? 838 or whatever they had.
Yeah. I'm sure it was a ton.
But dude, Taylor was fucking like, so the floor was here, and then the warm-up area then there were some bleachers, and then the warm-up area was here. And then we waited up on a berm that was 50 feet away from the warm-up area and 50 feet away. It was like a triangle and 50 feet away from the workout area. There was a workout where Taylor just walked from the berm to the warm-up area to the berm. Like, he would be at the berm, he would walk down, do one clean, walk back up to the berm, walk back down, do one clean, walk to the bathroom, walk back down to the berm, walk back up to where I mean, it was fucking nuts. He was fucking going bonkers, dude. And he doesn't talk to anyone, and he walks around everywhere like he's ready to fight someone.
He just paces. He paces.
He's not like he's not I mean, it's a chill storm. He's chill. He walks slow, methodical, but he's wound fucking tight.
Mm-hmm.
Tight. Yeah. There was this one morning, we get there to the venue. We park like assholes, right? We park right up in the front where the staff are supposed to park, and if there's not a parking spot, we just make one. And the parking lot's full, but like he would just pick anywhere he wanted to park, just right next to the field of play, right? Parked our big SUV there. We all fucking pile out of the car, and Taylor's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom." So there's fucking like 8 of us standing there, and he walks away to take a piss, and we're all standing around there like assholes, holding our cameras and shit. And then all of a sudden, we look, and Taylor's already in the warm-up area warming up. Or like, wow. I mean, it was cool. I'm not complaining. It was fun to be a part of it and watch, but it was funny.
No, that's how he operates.
Yeah, he just got into just mode.
Yep.
Don't tell Taylor this, but Colton's going to be a handful. I know Taylor's thinking that he's going to destroy, but Colton's going to be a handful this week. I think this is going to be the best Colton Mertens we've ever seen. I think he's going to be like better than he is at Colton Mertens. I'm here to fuck Taylor up. Yeah,
that's how he's going to check in. Yeah, I've already warned the girls. Hey, Colton's going to check in this way 7 times. This is what he's going to say to you when he walks over.
Yeah. I didn't drive.
Hey, and you know Allie's competing individually, right?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're both coming to compete.
Oh,
that's really
wow.
Cool.
That's that, and Taylor needs to use that to fuck with Colton. You know what I mean? Hey, is that like as they're fucking getting ready to start? Hey, is Allie okay?
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. You're gonna be here coaching your girl.
Is Allie okay? She seemed a little off. Is everything okay? Are you guys fighting? Like just like 3, 2, 1, go.
I wonder how many of the. Well, yeah, and she follows Sentinel, which is cool too. That's why Taylor always says Colton really follows Sentinel, not proven, which is
that's awesome.
An even funnier dynamic. It's like Colton's gonna say, "Nah, dude, she's your responsibility. I'm gonna tell her to go ask you before every event. Hey, what do you think my strategy should be on this?" When you're trying to get all in the zone, you know, Colton will probably just play it back to him.
Sevan, what's with the earring? If you're talking about the Kamala earring, I don't think it's anything. It's just fun to speculate. I don't know what you're talking about, but the earring. I don't have an earring. I had.
Oh, there is something though hanging from your left of your headset. Sorry, the other side.
Oh,
that's I think what he's talking about.
Just this headset's so old.
Oh, the cancer one, yeah.
Yeah,
the cancer one.
I thought I had cancer from this. That reminds me, I better get Will's address to mail him. Or I could have Sousa take it out. I need to get something to Will, the Rode Videocaster. Should I FedEx? God, it seems like a lot to ask Sousa to come out here. I guess I could always take it to him.
I think Sousa said he gets here Wednesday, right?
He's got so much shit going on. He's meeting with the governor of Ohio the week after to talk. They invited him out to Ohio. Him and Schindeldecker, CrossFit Crave. This program that Sousa's doing with the firefighters, the governor of Ohio wants to implement it there. Sousa's stoked. Mexican candidate assassination hits. A grim record ahead of Sunday's election. Did you know that 37 in this year's elections, 37 candidates in Mexico were murdered? 37. That's a fucking occupational hazard, isn't it? What are you doing? Running for office in Mexico? Ooh.
Dead.
Here's your bulletproof vest. Damn. All right. Anything you want to say? I'm trying to hold back any questions that I think are more important for tomorrow's show.
No, thanks for asking me to do this and the ones tomorrow and all the ones because I'm very reluctant to talk about it.
Yeah, I know. You never ever contact me about Crash, which is pretty funny.
No, I'm never.
If I was an insecure little short aging man, it would hurt my feelings, but I'm not. So I'm cool.
You get enough people asking you for stuff. I'm not going to do that.
I am really excited about this week. This is going to be kind of for me, it's going to be like a relief. It won't be like it is for you, but for me, it'll be a relief. I'm basically just going to hang with John and Bill all week. Just going to watch all the shows, hang with my kids, hang in front of the big screen, watch it all, come in my office. I'm pumped, and I'm pumped about all the shows we're doing. I'm stoked I'm going to meet Elizabeth Wishart. I think she's coming on this week. She's won NorCal. I'd be stoked for her, too, if she won. It would make quite a statement if she won NorCal and Crash. Has anyone ever won both?
To be honest with you, I don't think Crash has really gotten any true West Coast people before last year. Like last year was the first year I can remember people wanting to travel that far. I think NorCal's been pretty established for years now. So there hasn't been a whole lot of crossover, is what I'm saying.
Have you been hearing the rumors about the games?
Depends on what rumors.
About the format for next year?
Yeah, just via your show and the spin about. But Dave did say with one of his trademark grins, we're going to make the open matter again. So yeah, I think that was already hey, I think we're going to take maybe the top 5 in the world and just say, hey, that's 5 of the game spots right there. Because we've always said that, people who crush the open, it's going to carry over to the games. And then maybe maybe the next 5 make it automatically do a semifinal. So they don't have to do anything like quarterfinals, maybe. I don't know, something like that. But I think it's clear if they want to cut costs. I mean, Greg said this, Davis said this. Semifinals is where they bleed all the money out, putting on the semifinals. So they proved in 2020. Do you remember when they did the online semifinals and they had like a
Sorry, hold on one second. Sorry. Hello? Okay, sorry. Do I remember when?
Do you remember when they had the split screen of like Vellner and whoever, like they had 4 people doing the same workout and they started them at the same time and it
at
was
different
like
locations?
Online. Yeah,
that
like
sounds
really I mean, if they did that, they've proven they can do that. They could send a judge to 100 people and send an equipment list and be like, hey, we're going to do semifinals virtually. And I mean, that would save millions of dollars. So that doesn't, I don't want that to happen because I think you need to compete in person and race to make it to the games. But if that's the way that they would want to try to save money, that's the way to do it.
There's no way from what I'm hearing they're doing any in-person events next year.
Oh, wow. So no, except for the games.
Except for the games.
Even like someone like me doing a in-person quarterfinal, like a sanctional. So you're saying nothing in person put on by CrossFit?
Yeah,
but not
anyone. No, I don't even think they're going to facilitate anything like that. I think I wouldn't be surprised. To be honest with you, I would not be surprised if it goes back to 2019, to where they just go for the open and they just invite people from countries. I would not be surprised. I mean, that would make me really happy. But what I suspect is going to happen is they're going to have an open, then they're going to have some sort of event in the middle that's online, and then they're going to have the games, and that's it. And if that happens, I really want to do James Sprague. Oh, hold on a second. I really want to do James Sprague, Jason Hopper.
Hello?
Hey, are you cooking steak?
No, but I can.
I smell
You want
meat.
some?
I smell meat.
I don't know why. You can smell stuff from where you are, from the house.
Yeah. Maybe it's just my own crotch I smell. Okay. Well, thank you. Okay. Bye.
Do you want me to make you one though?
I don't know. Let me wait a little bit because I might go. I'm gonna see if Greg wants to go out to breakfast.
Okay. Is it cool if I do an 11 a.m. class?
Yeah, totally. Today's Sunday, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
I smell meat. I really want to do you. You think it's cool? Are we? Let me ask Greg. Are we doing breakfast? I would like to.
You want to do like Kill Taylor quarterfinals? You want to do something like that again?
I want to do it exactly like we did last year when fucking homeboy fucking passed out on the box. That was that, right? Or was that the open?
That was quarters, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do an open workout again, and I want to do quarterfinals, but I want to do quarterfinals like a little bit bigger, maybe even if we can. Like, how many did we have last year? 4.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do maybe 4 boys and 4 girls if we can this year, and get Born Primitive or someone to like double the money. Like last year, we fucking ate $5,000 on that, so get a little bit more sponsorship money, and because
Yeah, we can do that if you want to do that.
That was the biggest 3 days the podcast has ever had. It was fucking awesome. But I'm wondering, I'm getting a little nervous because if that's the only, let me ask you this, if this is true, let's say they do just go to the open and then another workout, whatever it is, another, middle piece, semifinals, quarterfinals, and then the games. Does that put a bigger premium on that middle one? It does, right?
Yeah, because
tension on the athletes, more tension, more pressure.
Because you would have to imagine they wouldn't be qualifying any more than like a quarter of the field from the open. So that still means 3/4 is coming from that middle online competition. Like if they took a field of 40 at the games and said, hey, we're going to move the top 10 from the open. Okay, well, most people are not going to be in those top 10. So yeah, the pressure is still on that secondary stage to fill out the majority of the spots.
Okay. You mean to go to the games,
right?
And so then we run into the question again: do these boys want to do it live online?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think what that proved last year is that the strategies or the gamesmanship of being able to do it in a gym with no one there to see your scores or see anything, the competitive environment trumped that by far. So those guys, that it's way more advantageous to get 4 people who can push you to the level that you can't go to doing it by yourself. Now, I'm not saying everyone's that way. Think of people that have always like trained alone and never, like people like, I don't know, whatever, Ariel, Pat, people who can be like, hey, I can still go there alone in my garage and still beat the majority of the world. But a lot of people are not that way. And I think if you ask, Jason, Taylor, Colton, all of them are world class. They all said, hey, if I don't do those against you 3 guys, there's no way that gets brought out of me. Like there's no way I get those last 5 or 6 reps every single workout. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So I think it's way more advantageous to do it that way. I'd be shocked if other people don't try it.
But you mean to also live stream, like Training Think Tank will do it, or
not necessarily stream it, but just to try to create the environment of the stream, like that,
right.
to try to say, hey, you 4, like, hey, Berman, Travis, Alexis, and Lydia, you guys are doing all of these workouts head to head, just like those guys did it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So then, that's funny. So we so it's mischaracterized. You think the benefits of letting other people see your score doesn't outweigh the benefits of someone being able to go into fucking deep waters by having fucking being in between Colton and James Sprague.
Yeah, I think the advantage you get from a racing environment online trumps other people getting to see your scores. For sure.
I hope Trump trumps Kamala. If I told you that in 1932 it was like, no, I'm going back too far. Anyway, do you think that there's more black people voting for Trump this year than ever before? Not you, caller, JR. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
You talking to me?
No, I was talking to JR.
Okay.
Oh, I thought the caller's name was JR.
I only hear you. I don't hear JR.
Oh, you still don't hear JR? Did you hear JR just now?
No, I just hear you.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, I'll just make it brief then. If Castro says the open matters again, will he go back to 5 weeks or will it stay 3?
Oh, that's a great question.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye, thank you. That's a great question.
Sevon, you're a huge 5-week guy.
Huge. Yeah, I don't own an affiliate. I don't go to an affiliate. I hate affiliates. All I want to do is hurt affiliates. 5 weeks, crush them. I mean, I don't really, don't tell anyone this, but I don't really give a fucking rat's ass. I just like the quarterfinal thing because it was so good for the fucking podcast last year. It was so fucking fun. And it was fun fucking giving away the money. And it was fun like watching those guys go hard. And it was just fun, like being in the center. You know what I mean? It's like I got to hang out with the cool kids for a few days.
I was thinking. I was reminiscing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were were you thinking about your wife?
I was way more stressed about I was wound way tighter for quarterfinals than any live competition I've done that I've put on. And that wasn't even my workouts or anything. It was just like having 4 people with 2 or 3 cameras each and their coaches and their the whole like, oh yeah, everyone's equipment's the exact same, everyone's lane's the same, like that kind of stuff doesn't stress me because I know I can do that. But it's just like this really matters. Like if someone's rower cuts off, it's not good. Like that kind of thing.
How much of your happiness do you think is because of your wife, your relationship with your wife? I was actually thinking about this morning when we were at West Coast Classic, like you were kind of like walking on air. I'm like, this motherfucker's so fucking happy in his marriage because you had your wife there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Did I see that accurately?
Yeah, for sure. She knows how important CrossFit is in my life, and she's really, really honest when it comes to the fact that sitting around watching people work out is not the way that she would always choose to spend her time. So to be able to like kind of go out there and just spend some time with me and know that, hey, I'm just spending time with you and this is what you love. So that's why I want to do it. Was really cool.
Hey, you were on cloud 9 there. You didn't have a care in the world. You were chilling.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see how that would be stressful because at least at Crash Crucible, it's all on you. If you shit the bed, it's like it fucks your shit up. But
it's a little bit
quarterfinals. It's kind of like, ooh, I kind of fucking interfere with these guys' path to wherever the fuck they're going.
No, a little bit, yeah, but I think it's also all 4 of them have their ways of doing things. So to try to get those 4 people to bend a little bit and say, "Hey, I know you'd rather do the lift at 2. Can we do it at 1?"
Right.
Hey,
right.
I know you like to have 4 hours in between. Can we do 5 hours in between? Like, it's just that kind of thing. Because at the end of the day,
even what lanes they were in? Did you have any?
No.
Okay.
No, because the only one. So that gymnastics one that we had to do in the warm-up room, I don't know if you remember that or not, but we did the rope climb one, and I had to hang ropes from it was just logistic. That workout logistically was a nightmare because of the way my gym is laid out. Because everything is
beautiful one though. I thought it was the most beautiful one. Like I thought it looked amazing on camera.
It was probably a fun one to watch. I've never gone back and watched any stream or anything from Crash ever, so I don't know how it looked. But no, I would love to do something like that again. I just need CrossFit to put out a schedule in a reasonable time.
Hey, how many workouts was quarterfinals last year?
4.
And how many was semifinals?
6.
So if they just go straight from the open to the quarterfinals, I wonder how many workouts the quarterfinals will be. And then to the games.
It would have to be 6.
It would? Wow.
I think so. But a lot of people are pushing back now on saying that, you can do it. You can do it with less. And I'm not saying you can't. I think the right people programming it, you could do it.
This would suck for us. If it was 2 workouts each week over 3 weeks, 6 scores, that would suck for us.
And that's how a lot of these online qualifiers operate now. They're like they're 4, but you only get 1 a week, like kind of like the Open. So what she's saying is like, hey, we'll do 6, but you won't get them all at the same time.
Yeah, but that's logistically that's fucked for us because we want to corral everyone together, keep them for 4 days, and send them home. Hey, do you have you prefer 3 weeks, right? Isn't that the conventional wisdom? Affiliate owners prefer 3 weeks.
3 weeks is great.
Yeah. 5 weeks is just like fuck, dude. That you just took up fucking 10% of our year.
I don't really see it that way. It's just it's a grind doing it for 5 weeks for sure.
I wonder if they gave it would be really trick too is if they gave fucking more prize money for the Open this year. So with the money that they save from doing
it would be a trip if they gave prize money for quarters.
Oh, just period.
Yeah.
I just think if they gave prize money for the Open, I think it would. Either way, yeah. Which I mean, if they cut semifinals, you would think that adding $100,000 spread $50,000 to the Open and $50,000 to quarterfinals. And hey, if you're only going to have 1 quarterfinals, you don't have to give fucking prize money to fucking 7 different locations. You can just be like, hey, the top in the world. These are the top 10 in the world. This is what they get. Without looking like a douche canoe. You know what I mean? You do 7 different events and you want to pay top 10 down, that's 70 people. You can still look cool and do top 10 in the world.
And I still like it. I have no idea, what the books look like, but if you're not doing semifinals in person and you're able to save all those costs, you could do event wins. So like if there were 4 workouts for quarters, and like Jason won the workout last year with the rowing, dumbbell step up, snatches, the interval one that was like 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, and then 1 minute off. And I think did Colton was really, really high on the clean and jerk ladder one, that with the one that he did. Why don't you just pay out for winning an event worldwide? So like you get 10 grand if you win worldwide.
Awesome. Yeah, with that, I'd prefer that.
So like that, because that's still not a lot of money.
Yeah.
If you have 1 male and 1 female winner, like that's you would get a lot more people together doing them head to head if you have that aspect to it also. Because because like this year at Crash, we're doing event wins. So I'm paying for event wins. So if there's with P-Score too, and you're like, hey, I'm going to sandbag this first workout because the second workout, I'm going to try to win it just so I can come away with $500 from the competition.
You'll
Like
be
that's cool that gives more incentive for people to sell out, gives more incentive for people to strategize, gives more incentive for people to
But you'll be punished with that with P-score.
Yeah,
severely.
Sure. Not necessarily though. Like that's a Tyler thing, but P-score is based on the middle. So like if you're Colton and it's a 10-minute workout and you can beat everyone by over a minute, you can make up for points lost on a different event. You know what I'm
I
saying?
see what you're
Like
saying. So it works both ways. You might be punished
Yeah.
somewhere else, but where you save it, you'll be heavily rewarded.
Right. But it all kind of depends on what the average person does. That's kind of what Tyler can come on and talk about tomorrow.
According to Hunter, JR will be working at High Rocks in 18 months.
I thought about doing a High Rocks at Crash competition. I can do it 100%, all the things.
Really?
Yep.
Where would you have the running course too?
Yep.
Hey, you just wouldn't call it High Rocks?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm just saying, or can anyone run a high? By that, I just meant like, hey, you could do there's nothing to stop anyone from putting on a High Rocks competition, right? If you called it something else.
Yeah, it's just hard. Yeah, it's hard to have all that, all the space.
But I'm saying if you had I'm just saying the legality behind it is they just own the name. Like anyone can throw a CrossFit competition, you just can't call it a CrossFit competition. Anyone can throw a High Rocks competition and just not call it High Rocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could call it Low Rocks, Big Cocks,
Shitbox,
Shitbox, Strong. Have you ever looked into that? Can you just how much does High Rocks charge to throw an event?
No, I haven't looked into it.
Oh. I would never get behind High Rocks unless you did it at Crash. I'd be fully in. Love.
But people are talking about, hey, why don't they just do a High Rocks as the long workout at a big CrossFit competition? Like I would do that one year at Crucible. Like, all right, guys, event one is a High Rocks race.
Damn. What is the longest event at Crucible this year?
It's a 24-minute cap.
Wow.
That would like a High Rocks race would have to be 45-minute cap, 50-minute cap.
You could do a High Rocks light too. You could cut it in half, or that take the fun out of it. All right, Greg just told me he already ate breakfast. I assume you'd be podcasting. Well, fuck.
John gets here Tuesday. I might make John do a High Rocks race.
No shit. If you do Instagram, stream that from the Crucible Instagram.
Okay.
That'll be fucking. You'll get at least 100 viewers.
At least 100.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Jared, when do you want to do the show tomorrow? Is that tomorrow? What time do you want to do it tomorrow?
Later is better.
Later is better for JR.
I have the kids. I'll have both kids until 6. Me and Tyler will have the kids until 6. So like 9 your time, maybe something like that. No, sorry. 9 my time.
Damn. Send me your address. Sorry, now I'm looks like I'm gonna have to FedEx this to Will. It's probably cheaper to buy a fucking another one. FedEx is expensive as fuck, huh?
Yeah.
Today's Sunday.
Yep.
I have to send it out tomorrow. Overnight it. Probably like $200 or something crazy. Does UPS do that? Does UPS do overnight? I'm sure.
Yeah, they both should.
Did you watch the fights last night, JR?
No, I was gonna ask you who won the Pereira, who won the main event.
Alex won. It was an amazing fight. That dude Khalil Roundtree's fucking a savage. If he would have, he just gassed out. But he took a beating like he took the most brutal beating. I mean, it was
You got the shit out of him.
The guy had a massive cut over his eye and on his eyelid. On his fucking eyelid, he had a fucking 3-inch fucking cut. There's a fucking 1/2 inch wide and under his eyelid. Same cut, top and bottom. And there were just flaps of skin floating around. And it was.
Think I can pull this up? The picture of it?
Sure. Yeah, the picture of it. Yeah. It was fucking crazy. Oh my God.
Jeez.
Hey, dude. Joe Rogan was interviewing him after the fight. And he had the biggest snot rocket you've ever seen come out of his nose. It was slightly smaller than a roll of dimes and half the length. And it was just a bloody rocket. And it was dangling. It was dangling. It looked like it was cloth, wet cloth. It was 5 times the size of that snot rocket he has hanging out there. It was crazy.
Hey, does what Taylor send to that group mean he's going to come on the show and talk about it? I hope that's what it means.
No, Taylor's not coming on. He's a pussy, dude. He's all stressed. Listen, he's so stressed out right now about Crash. He's not coming on. He's scared. That would be. You think he would be good on tomorrow's show with Bill and John and me? Oh yeah, fucking him and John would get into the biggest fight.
Yeah, because John's already on record saying he thinks Ibarra is winning, which is funny too because now Colton's, got John from
Has Colton been attacked? I could see Colton just like being like start attacking Ibarra now on social media. Just John picks Ibarra and then fucking he just starts getting nuked. Did Taylor ever post that video that Hiller made?
Oh, I don't think so.
How did he not post that? God, that was so good. God, Travis from Vindicate, so cool. He just said, I can get you a shipping label if you need one. Hey.
Yo, what up, Sammy?
What's up, dude?
Not much. Shut out. What? Did that Ibarra guy ever say that's how you pronounce his last spot?
It is how it is how you pronounce his last name.
JR says that is how you pronounce it. Chris Ibarra.
It's not Chris Ibarra.
That's how I would say it if I was him. Ibarra.
Yeah. His coach told me early on it's
Ibarra.
Really?
Those R's need to be rolled though.
Yeah, but Ibarra would be cool. I wish it was Ibarra.
You Christy Ibarra?
Am I Chris Ibarra?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I'm another Mexican.
Oh, that would be cool if you were him and you called and were like just like fucking with us.
No, it's just on the show that I hear the name come up. It's like they always pronounce it Ibarra, and it's just like nails to the chalkboard,
Jesus, yeah, totally. How it's like it's ethnically it's like missing the whole fun of his name, right?
Yep.
He's probably his real name isn't even Chris. Jose Ibarra.
That's just the one he put on his market Social Security.
When he crossed the border, Homeland Security, that's what he put on there. Christopher.
Yes, to sound right. Just fucking throw that out because this bothers, but whatever. You can do whatever you want, right?
Whatevers, man.
What do you think I should call him? I'll call him something different the whole week if you want.
Well, I don't know. That's a rough one. He identifies as like Barra. I mean, I guess you got to go with that.
All right, fine.
You don't want to hurt his feelers, but yeah, I don't think he's going to take much. I think Colton's in a better position to wreck Taylor and Ibarra.
Oh, Colton's going to be savage, dude. I haven't even looked at the workouts, and I already know Colton's going to win.
How come he didn't call in for kill yesterday?
Because he was scared. SpongeBob don't climb ropes like fucking Taylor.
SpongeBob. That's fucked up.
Well, he's just a square. That's his shape. That's his astrological sign, Colton's, the rectangle. So
The rectangle.
yeah, he's just a rectangle.
Well, yeah. Well, look forward to seeing those events this weekend. Be following closely.
All right, cool. Well, thank you.
Y'all have a good Sunday. It's been like the third time you've asked what day it is.
All right, thank you. You too.
Catch you around. Bye.
Bye. Do you guys know who that was?
No clue.
Yeah, me neither. All right.
He's got a kid that's annoyed with him now.
Yeah, Dad, a rectangle. All right, guys, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll set a time. Tomorrow's show is going to be fucking crazy. I'll also be here in the morning. I wonder if I have I have Liz Wishart on tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so we'll have the NorCal Classic winner, Liz Wishart, on tomorrow. Oh, I got to get Ben Alderman and Blair Morrison on too. All right. JR, thank you.
Thank you guys.
Mr. Beaver, thank you. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.